Imagine this. An ordinary evening in the year 2000 turns into a whirlwind of mystery and intrigue. Picture G.H. Manzar, a successful business entrepreneur exporting rice globally, sitting in his office when an unexpected email pops into his inbox. The sender, a certain Ibrahim Baku from Nigeria, claims to be the chairman of a tender board committee responsible for managing elections in Nigeria. The plot thickens. Baku reveals that the previous government had allocated a staggering $30 million for the purpose of conducting a fair and transparent election, a task he was assigned. However, things didn't go as planned. Baku and his team, in a shocking twist, manipulated the election, and the funds, instead of being used, remained safely tucked away with him and the head of a security agency, both of whom had personal illicit interests in the money. The current government, suspecting foul play, is now on the verge of auditing these funds. Baku, desperate to protect his ill-gotten wealth, is scrambling to find an international organization to act as a cover for his illicit activities. And this is where our protagonist, Manzar, comes into play. Baku, having found Manzar's contact details through an international search, offers him a tempting proposal. Join him in his plan and walk away with a cool $9 million without lifting a finger. It's a high-stakes game. The catch? Manzar is to visit the United Kingdom and sign a treaty to kickstart the operation. Manzar, an established builder and not particularly in need of money, is drawn instead by the allure of a European tour. He decides to take a chance and begin this unpredictable journey. But this journey is not destined to be smooth. Manzar's application for a British visa in his hometown of Karachi is denied, owing to his lack of prior travel to any European country and absence of an invitation. Undeterred, Baku suggests an alternate plan: Germany, but fate intervenes again, delivering the same outcome. In a final desperate bid, Baku advises Manzar to proceed to Ivory Coast, a place Manzar had never heard of before. On learning it's in West Africa, he is taken aback, fear gripping him at the thought of traveling to Africa. He proposes a meeting in Dubai instead. This suggestion, however, doesn't sit well with Baku, who sees his cunning plan teetering on the brink of collapse.
Imagine receiving a phone call, a rude and blunt voice at the other end saying, "If you don't want money, let me roll back. You've wasted my time." He accuses you of wanting easy money without work and threatens to consider someone else. He's persuasive, and he's got a plan. Over the course of 2 months, he slowly chips away at your resolve until you give in. You decide to travel to the Ivory Coast, following his instructions to the letter. But then, at the 11th hour, he asks you to bring $45,000 to open a foreign exchange account and some gifts for the security company boss and staff. You refuse outright. He negotiates down to $10,000 for your personal account opening. You reluctantly agree, but remain cautious. It's the 1st of August 2000, a Tuesday. You begin your journey from home to the Ivory Coast, a city named Abidjan, flying via Emirates Airline through Dubai. It's a connecting flight via Nairobi, where you switch to Ethiopian Airline. In the hustle of shifting flights, your baggage gets lost. God must be watching over you, you think, as you land in Abidjan with the dollars tucked safely in your socks. You meet a man named Francis Kofi at the airport. He recognizes you, says his boss instructed him to take you to his premises. You argue, explaining your lost baggage, and express your desire to stay at a downtown hotel. His boss agrees, wary of taking a wrong step. The next morning, a nervous individual named Koka arrives at your hotel. He introduces himself as the chief of Abidjan, asking if you brought the money. You tell him it's in the city bank. He requests you to withdraw it and pay Robert, the security in charge. You refuse, insisting on opening your account first. He accuses you of jeopardizing their operation. He leaves, angry and frustrated. A phone call comes in from Ibrahim Baku, the man behind all this. He's frustrated, asking what's wrong. You twist the truth, telling him his man demanded money from you. He reassures you, tells you not to pay any of his men, and promises to send a reliable person the next day. With no other option, you escape from the hotel and head straight to the airport. You're back home, safe and sound. And that's the story, a tale of greed and deception, a lesson that greed is indeed the worst thing in the world. It can lead you into dangerous situations, but with a bit of wit and a lot of caution, you can escape unscathed.